Shalom. First of all, I'd like to start off by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to teachers, our listen, apostle, great millstone, likewise, brothers, so they're putting out the truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep unto you, brothers and sisters, tuning in Shalom. And today's lesson is entitled, There is No Escape on Your Own. And this lesson really is actually going to go into what transpired at camp yesterday with this Aqua that came to the camp. And she had two questions to ask, and those questions was, should she buy land, her and her brother, to get out of the cities and get out of the way of the impending tribulations that's coming into Great Babylon, America, and also if escaping or leaving America would be the best way to take. Okay, so in this lesson, we're going to go through both of those questions, okay, through the scriptures, of course, and showcase exactly, what is going to transpire and why, the only way to escape out of this place, okay, out of the judgment, is actually going to be through Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, okay, and all the things that's going to be taking place. Yeah, so let's start off with our first book here. This is the book of Micah 2, and verse 10. It says, Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Now, this isn't telling you to get the hell out of Great Babylon, America, but we must get out of the ways, okay, of the way things are here in Great Babylon, America, because we know this place is a very defiled, wicked, abominable queendom, which worships, bestiality, sodomy, okay, all sorts of wickedness like adultery, and idol worship, okay? So we are to come out of this place spiritually, and put our trust and faith in Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai, okay, because this place is going to have, okay, a very dark future really soon, okay? Now, she's talking about land, which, and escaping Great Babylon, America, and in particular, you have a lot of these Hebrew Israelite groups that, go into land purchases. You have Jakes, them who are purchasing land, okay, and they're trying to follow the ways of these Edomites, okay, who call themselves doomsday preppers. Now, let's go into the book of Ezekiel here, because this is the reason why you see us out there, okay, with these signs out there with the big mushroom cloud, okay, and a lot of our ministry goes into the destruction of Great Babylon, America, because this is what we are told, okay? Ezekiel 35, verse 1, it says, Moreover, the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shai came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus said the Lord power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shai. So the thing that's going to be coming here to Great Babylon, America, the accumulation, okay, after all of the plagues and the tribulation that's going to take place here with all of the nations, all the tribes that are here in Great Babylon, America, okay, is going to be what? The absolute, complete, and utter destruction of Great Babylon, America. So purchasing the land would be absolutely useless and worthless. Okay, there's no way to survive. Okay, the coming judgments that the Lord is going to be putting on Great Babylon, America. Let's go into the book of Psalms 143 and Psalm verse 9, because this is the reason why you see the spirit, okay, of the man that sigh and cry every day on the highway in the Bible, and the unicorn is which I'm going to read here to you. It says, Deliver me, O Lord, Yahweh Shai, from my enemies. Who are my enemies? All these wicked nations, okay, all these other tribes here. They are the 17 and 2/3 tribe, because basically the tribe of Israel, okay, Yasharallah, so-called Black Americans, Latino, 2/3 of them are our enemies, because they side with the enemies, our mean oppressor, Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man. Okay, and it says, I flee unto thee to hide. Teach me to do thy will, for thou art my power. Thy spirit is going to lead me into the land of uprightness. Quicken me, O Lord, Yahweh Shai, for thy name's sake, for thy righteousness' sake, bring my soul out of trouble. Okay, and this is what we pray every day to Yahweh Shai for. Okay, because we were once out there in the world, behaving in carnal ways. Okay, we follow the ways of the heathens out there. We follow the ways of the Edomites. We try to please our oppressor Esau. Okay, and when we awaken to this truth, we realize who our oppressor is. Okay, his true identity and his true intention. Okay, for the tribe of Israel. Okay, when you can go back into the book of Genesis 27:40, where Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white man, said that he intends to slay the entire tribe of Israel. Okay, our so-called Black Americans and Latinos. Okay, and you get a couple of brothers right now going out and they're rebuking this false prophet out there who talks about talking about that Jacob's trouble is not going to be, in regards to the tribe of Israel. It's going to be about Jacob putting trouble on these other tribes, which is so far from the truth. Let's continue on here in the book of Isaiah 43 and 13, it says, yea, before the day was I am he, and there's none that can deliver out of my hand. I will work, and who shall let it? This is the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, letting everyone know that there is none that can be delivered out of his hand. Nobody can deliver, okay, themselves, okay, out of the hands of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. He has to choose you as the person or the people that he is going to deliver, okay, and he has a set of people that he is going, okay, to deliver. Now, when you have to understand this, if you're a Jake or a Jake that's coming into the truth for the first time, and you've had these thoughts in your head that, you know, maybe you could purchase land and, you know, you can try to build an underground bunker or whatever the case is like that. Okay, understand as being part of the tribe of Israel, Yashar, so-called Black Americans and Latino, okay, you're subjected, okay, to the judgment that the Lord say he is going to do, okay, to his children. Okay, this is the book of Isaiah 45 and verse 7, because the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai made it very clear, okay, that he controls everything on this earth, okay? Everything, everybody. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai, do all these things. So he created the so-called white man to be exactly the way he's supposed to be. Okay, Esau's job on this earth is to do what? Out of wickedness. He's the bad guy in the Lord's movie, okay? And we, okay, are the damsel that's in distress, okay? So the only way for the damsel in distress to be saved is what? You have to have a hero, okay? So you have a protagonist and an antagonist. You have Esau, who's the antagonist, and you have the protagonist, the hero, who's going to be Yahushua Mashiach, who's going to return, okay, in all power and great glory, okay, to destroy this man, okay? Now, for those who consider this place to be their home and choose not to follow the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, choose not to hearken to the prophets that's out there on the highway and the byway, okay, this is what the Lord said that he's going to do to you, because again, as I mentioned before, okay, we have 17 and 2/3 nations that are the oppressor and the tribe, the enemy of the tribe of Yasharala, Israel, so-called Black Americans and Latino, to hopefully lack, okay, that turn to the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai, okay, and this is the 2/3 that's part of Yasharala. This is what the Lord said he's going to do. He said, this is the book of Zechariah 13 and start verse 8, and it says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai, 2 parts therein should be cut off and die. That's 66%. But the third shall be left therein. That's 33%. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai is my power. So the name is very important. The Lord would have already sealed his hopefully lack, okay, and we would know the name to call, okay. It's not going to be Jesus, it's not going to be God or Yeshua or any of those other false names that you see being preached out there, you know, in this feel-good spirit. It is going to be Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakadash. We must know that, okay, and he's going to bring the 1/3 through that fire, which is going to be what? All the great judgment that he's going to bring, okay, upon the children of Israel, or so-called Black Americans and Latino. Again, he's going to be using, okay, the left hand, okay, which is Esau, the beings, okay, these people, okay, the so-called white man that he created to be evil, and he's equipped him very well with robot dogs, you know, poisonous gas. You've got cyborgs. He's got all the weapons and just things that we have not even seen yet, okay, that he's going to be using at his disposal, okay, to do what? Destroy Yasharala, okay, the 2/3, okay, a so-called Black Americans and Latino, which is a very, very vast number, okay. Let's go into the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 37, because this helps, again, answer the sister's question when she said, you know, maybe we could escape, you know, get on a plane and get the hell out of Great Babylon, America, and, you know, and we'll be all safe. And, well, you know, many Jakes have tried that. They've gone to Africa and come to find out that these Hamites don't like you, okay, even though you might look similar to them. Okay, you're not them, okay, that these Hamites persecuted them when they went to Africa. When they went to Europe, the same thing happened, okay. When they went to Asia, the same exact thing happened. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 37. It says, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai shall lead thee. So if the Lord allow you to get on the plane and you go overseas, guess what? They already know who we are. They know our history, okay, as being slaves. Okay, they know what the so-called white man has done to us over here, what he continuously do to us. They've seen the movies and the television, okay, or how we are portrayed, okay, in the media, okay. So we, no matter how, what type of status you have here in America, whether you have some money to go overseas to a nation where the U.S. dollar may be, 100 times more than the local currency, it doesn't matter. These people will still look at you as just some rich nigga, or some rich spick, or some rich wetback. It doesn't matter. The curses will follow us. And okay, there's some of us who can attest to that. We were born, okay, in other regions of the world, came here to Great Babylon, America, and the same plague that was plaguing us in those nations that we were born in, okay, is hitting us here in Great Babylon, America. Let's go into the book of 2nd Ezra 16, starting verse 19, okay, because this is a very critical thing here. This is not only a warning, okay, this tells you the carnality that's going to be, taking place here, the mindset of the people here, and this is particularly the 2/3, okay, who's going to be in this carnal mindset too, along with these other nations, okay. 2nd Ezra 16, starting verse 19 says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as a scourge for men, but for all these things they should not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Okay, see, people want to go and buy the land and get to build the bunkers, store the food, and try to hide out until everything calm down like that, because it's just so much easier to follow the ways of the so-called white man, which is what he does. Why? Because of course he don't put his trust and faith in Yahweh Shemashah. He puts his trust and faith in himself, and this is why you see this is made these doomsday preppers are made popular on television shows. Why? It's a way that Esau wants to get to you mentally, so that you don't put your faith into your power, but put your faith into yourself, and in particular into what Esau doctrine is telling you to do, which is what? Okay, survival of the fittest. Stock your food, stock your ammunition and your guns, okay, and try to ride it out. Okay, and it says, behold, victuals should be so good cheap upon earth, that they should think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evil grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. These people don't set watchmen up for them. The 2/3 don't have watchmen for them. They're watchmen, okay, pass around the collection plate, sing hymns, and preach a feel-good gospel, okay, that is this all-loving Jesus who's going to come, and he's just going to save everybody from this guy in a spandex suit and a tail that you happen to see in the afterlife. So that makes absolutely no sense. Why would you need saving in this life if your terror is going to take place in the afterlife? That makes absolutely no sense. But anyways, I digress here. It says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead should be cast out as dung, and there should be no man to comfort them, for the earth should be wasted, and the city should be cast down. Again, what I open up with it in Ezekiel 35, verse 1, where the Lord said, what? Go and testify against Mount Seir, okay, about the desolation and destruction that's going to become to this place. I just read to you in 2nd Ezra, okay, that people are going to what? They're going to go absolutely crazy here. And in particular, the 2/3 of Yasharala Israel is going to really feel the brunt of it, but we all are going to go through it too, because why? When you go back in the book of Zechariah 13, okay, and starting with verse 9, it says, and I would bring the third part through the fire and refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. The Lord is also going to bring the hopeful elect through all of these tribulation and things. So the one thing you can look at it, if you put your faith in the Yahweh Shemashah, is that you have a front row seat, okay, of the things that's going to be taking place here. Because why? What makes a good movie? Okay, drama, tribulation. Okay, a hero has to come and save the damsel from a lot of drama and tribulation. That's the reason why you see these blockbuster movies like the X-Men or Avengers and stuff like that. Why? Because the adversity they have to go through is so great. Okay, it makes for a great 2.5-hour movie, for them to actually come on the end, okay, and beat the bad guy, Thanos, okay? And this is how it's going to be here on this earth, okay? So you go into the book of Luke 9, and starting verse 24, the Lord of Mashiach made it very clear that, okay, that the only way to be saved is through him, really, okay? Because he's the one that's actually standing between us and the Most High Yahweh Shemashah, pleading for the mercy for his 1/3 elect. Okay, and this is why we put our faith in him and not our faith in ourselves, or what Esau has taught us, okay, through his doggone sorceries and his media, okay, lies. Okay, it says, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall be saved. Let me repeat that again. Luke 9:24 says, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall be saved. So that's how are going to be saved. Okay, these people are going to be like the zombies. Okay, that's what you see around you, is a walking zombies, a walking dead. Okay, and what do? As you watch any of the movies that Esau put out like that, they try to grab anything that they can grab onto. Okay, they're mindless. And okay, so we are putting our trust into Yahushua Mashiach. Okay, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, because he said what? If we don't try to restore our life that we have lost here, trying to get your job, trying to keep your friends and your family around you, trying to just blend in and assimilate, okay, and you lose all of that for his sake, okay, and keep this testament, okay, that he's going to do what? He's going to save you, okay, and he promised that in the book of Zechariah when he said what? A third part will be what? Through all the tribulation and tried, meaning what? This is how you're going to be refined, okay? We're not going to get into the kingdom just, la-di-da-di, walk into there with no type of testing or trouble to face, okay? That won't make any sense, okay? So the Lord of Mashiach, okay, he's going to return to save his bride, okay? Let's close up with the book of Psalms 91 and Psalm verse 4, and it says, he shall cover thee with his feather. Who's he going to cover? He's going to cover those that put their trust into him, not buying land and not getting on a plane to try to go overseas to one of these continents that you think is more nigger friendly or more spick friendly. Okay, no. Okay, it's you have to trust right here. So this is the battleground that we're going to stand our ground on right here, even if it means our life. Because why? In reality, we don't really lose our life. We just lose this doggone measly, decrepit flesh that we have right now, and we actually get a glorified body. Okay, to come back and lay paws on our enemies. After we're pursuing the Jeremiah 16 and 16, we're going to come back and dig these crackers out of their hole, okay, and not just your everyday useless cracker eaters out here. We're talking about the doggone the kings, okay, the shot callers that are right now today, okay, doing the work of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which is what? Utter wickedness here on this earth, okay, as they were created to do. Okay, let's close with the book of Psalms 91 and Psalm verse 4. It says, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shall thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor for the hour that fly by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right side, but they shall not come nigh to thee. That would be very interesting to see. I personally would love to see that. Okay, especially the fact that you walk around every day and see these people, in that zombie-like spirit, okay, lost in the sauce, that they think they have one over you, scoffing and mocking you, driving by, they're spitting at you, making mockery. Okay, the man on the highway and the byway, okay, thinking that our work is in vain. Okay, I would love to see your death. Okay, and it says, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Yes, and Lord willing, the man of the Lord get to see this, because thou hast made the Lord Yahweh Shai, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Okay, so that's what I had to bring out here to answer the sister. I did speak to her yesterday in regards to these epistles, but I wanted to bring it out there, okay, to the rest of the sheep to edify, to understand that, us being in this flesh, you are going to have these kind of mortal thoughts in your head. Maybe I could escape, maybe I can do this. No, we cannot deliver ourselves, because why? There is no escape on your own. Lord willing, you edify, let the close up and give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honors that teachers, elders, and apostles of great mercy, and likewise brothers that are put in the truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep unto you, brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom.